You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel.
I'm a developmental psychologist and specialising in child development.
So what has this research shown about kids in our area?
Yeah, so the research was conducted by Cartoon Network, and what we were asking children to do was to look at the values that they hold most dear. So we got them to imagine if they could design their own cartoon character, what kind of attributes would they give us? And to our surprise, we were expecting that children would go for the things that we think that they hold important, things like coolness and popularity. But in fact, to our surprise, they tended to go for the simpler attributes. So 66% went for kindness over popularity, 53% went for cleverness over coolness, and 63% went for funny over friendly. And in the Kent area, children did even better at that. So 53%, as I said, went for clever over cool. But in Kent, 81% went for clever over cool, which is really nice. In terms of looks, 62% nationwide said looks are important, but in Kent it was only 55%, so a smaller percentage. So Kent kids are coming out pretty well from this research.
Yeah, it certainly sounds interesting. How is a child's development influenced by creativity?
Yeah, so creativity is a really, really important thing for children to be exploring. I mean, my angle on this, Daniel, as a developmental psychologist, is it's a great way of creativity is a great way of getting children to explore what these terms really mean. So it's all very well to say, kind of, I like things to be funny, but can a child come up with their own funny story that they can write down on a piece of paper that's going to make other people laugh? Really, really important challenge for them. Not only because it's hard, because it's going to kind of get them to think really hard, but also because it's going to help them to explore what kind of funny really means. You know, so I like kindness, but can I come up with a story that illustrates what kindness means? Really great challenge to be giving these children.
So, are there more benefits to drawing than writing then?
Yeah, so this is a kind of an interesting question. So, I mean, we think in words. We're always going to be people that think in words, express ourselves in words. But increasingly, we're starting to express ourselves and think and communicate in pictures as well. And it's really important that we learn to communicate in both forms because, you know, children, the kind of jobs they're going to be doing in 10, 20, 30 years' time, are increasingly going to be asked to communicate visually as well as verbally. And cartoons, of course, are a great way of starting to do this. You know, cartoons are things that children love and that they hold very important. So getting them to draw their own cartoons is a great way of getting them to explore this. So kind of what does an emotion look like? You know, so if you have a character, you know, a member of your own family, you know, can you draw that member of your own family as a cartoon character? It's a really great way of getting them to crystallize kind of what this kind of person means to them.
So it's helping people communicate, but visually in a way then?
Yes, no, absolutely, yeah.
So how can parents encourage creativity? Because I suppose that's often the difficult thing.
Yeah, so this kind of task is a great task, we think, because almost all parents kind of can think back to cartoons that they used to love when they were a child. You know, almost every child nowadays loves watching cartoons. So this is a great chance to do a task based around a shared activity. You know, the best kind of quality parent-child time is doing something that you as a parent enjoy that your child enjoys too. Those are the best kind of parent-child activities. This is a great way to do it. So we can kind of enter the competition at 3 levels. So you can either get a child to come up with their own sketches for cartoon characters, or you can get them to come up with their own storyboards, so their own proposed plot for a cartoon, or if you can cope with downloading some of the kind of pre-animation software that's available nowadays, you can kind of come up with your own animation or short film. So some of these things are going to be things that your child needs help doing. And this, again, is a great way of spending shared parent-child time. So it's all very well to come up with some fantastical ideas, but can you realize those ideas? Turn those fantastic, original, creative ideas into something concrete on paper that you can then send off into a competition. So these are really, really great challenges to be giving these children.
So can you tell us a bit more about the Cartoons Network's Imagination Studios competition and how exactly to enter?
Yeah, so it's a competition that we're launching today, and it's going to run through to the end of November. We encourage children to send in their own ideas, and the winning entries will be animated and shown on the channel. The address to find out more information is www.cartoonnetwork.co.uk/Imagination Studios. So all the information that you need, all the application forms and so on, it's all there.
Well, if you're happy we've covered everything, I'd like to thank you very much for talking to us here at BRFM Bridge Radio on the Daniel Monday Night Community Show.
Great. Thanks, Daniel.